What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. Back out here on the water today, and I'm out on the river in my John boat. So the river's been up in the woods crazy high, and finally it dropped back down to reasonable levels, and the water temp in the river is like 42-43 degrees. But I've been gar fishing, and as I ventured up in some of these pockets, the water temps went way up. I mean, up to 49-50 degrees. And I was like, well, I'm glad I brought my bass stuff, because I've got to try to catch a bass. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start bass fishing, probably throw the jig around a lot, might flip the rage bug, might throw a spinnerbait or crankbait, I'm not 100% sure. But we have rain coming in probably about 2 hours. It's 12 o'clock now. They're calling for the rain to come in about 2, so we do not have a ton of time. I feel like the fish should be biting. We might get a chance at a big one. I don't know. Hopefully we do. Let's go ahead. Let's jump over to the other side of this pocket. Let's start throwing that jig around. Let's see if we can catch a tank. Alrighty, y'all. So let's see. We're going to start off with the old Bitsy Flip, 3/8 ounce Bitsy Flip. And I have a rage scound bug on the back of this, but what I'm actually going to do, this water is pretty dang muddy, so I'm actually going to change that up, take that off. I was throwing this in a pond the other day, but we're going to put on a sapphire blue trailer. I really like a sapphire blue trailer on my black and blue jigs, especially in this dirty water. So let's get this, went a little bit too far on that one. There we go. So let's get this up there, and we're going to give it a little shot of some bang. And man, I'm excited, because I honestly think that we are going to have the chance to catch a dang big one, I feel like. All right, so we're going to start off right here kind of at the mouth of the cove, and we're going to work our way in. It's definitely colder out here towards the mouth. Water temps are 44.4. But we're going to throw the jig. We're throwing that on P-line fluorocarbon 20-pound test and the Mock Crush 7-foot medium heavy combo. So links are in the description below. Be sure to check them out. I have a discount code to Mock Gear. It's the website, and a discount code is in the description below. But we're going to start off throwing up here to the bank, and we're going to work our way off. We're going to fish slowly and methodically. There is no way. My first cast, I just caught a bass. There is no way. Oh my goodness, y'all. That is not even a joke. That is absolutely insane. Are you kidding me? I had this inclination that the bass would be biting. Now, I don't know if that's a fluke or what we got going on, but we literally just caught a bass on our very first cast of the day. Holy moly. What a beauty. Thank you there, bud. Oh, he's trying to give me a bat. That water's way too cold to be getting wet. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe that. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. It's crazy. That is pretty wild. Let's throw back up there. I was like, there ain't no way. Well, guess what? There he is. That's about as crazy as it gets right there. Wow. Okay. Pretty cool. See if we can get another one. I'm throwing this. This is a 3/8 ounce Bitsy Flip jig. Bitsy Flip jig. And I've literally been throwing one of these Bitsy Bug variations of this jig, Strike King jig, literally since I was probably 15 years old. And I'm 40 now, so I've been throwing it for a long time. It is a killer little jig, very compact, has a strong hook on it, and it will catch them, as you just saw. But man, I don't never like catching a fish on the first cast, but I wasn't not gonna swing on him. There's one. There's one. Get in here. Daggone chunk. Oh, a fish just moved. Oh, way shallow. Come here, come here, come here. Why can I not grab this fish? There we go. He absolutely smoked it when he bit it. Golly. There y'all go. They're so white from this muddy water. But man, beauty. I mean, he cranked it when he bit it. Good deal. Dude, that fish literally just ate it off of that log. Oh God, he just come off. But y'all, let me tell you something. That fish just ate it off of that log. That is insane. I mean, we're talking about the water is, I got some major loose line up here, but I didn't get a good hook set in that fish because he had done swam so far out. But I mean, literally, the back of this pocket was frozen probably 4 or 5 days ago. I mean, it's so insane to think that that was the deal, you know, just 4 or 5 days ago. I'm gonna take this chunk and I'm gonna put it on like a normal chunk. Just let it kind of free fall. But this is so awesome. It's really all I can say. So awesome. Not a big chunk guy. I prefer more of a crawl. But in the spring and when it's cold, I will throw a chunk. I'm probably going to put the speed crawl back on there though. Not going to lie to y'all. But that fish right there was so aggressive that in 50-degree water, he came up and absolutely smoked this jig. It's crazy. These fish are pushed so far up in this pocket because the water temp is so much warmer than the main river. Honestly, look, the main river is 43. Look at this water temp, 55.8. 55.8 degrees. That is insane. That is insane. We should definitely pick up another fish before we get out of here. For sure, I would say. It's a lot of grass and stuff floating back here, making it really tough to get the jig through without getting stuff all over it. I think that might be one of the problems with why we're not getting bit. I picked up the spinnerbait and tried to throw the spinnerbait a tiny bit, and man, I couldn't even get a couple cranks on the handle without getting just grass and trash all over it. So maybe we can pick up a couple more on the jig on our way out. And we're going to run down the river and go to another spot. Probably pick up another fish up here at the mouth though. I'm thinking we will anyway. But that's something to always keep in mind for y'all that fish lakes, rivers, ponds, it don't matter. This water will warm up a lot faster than what you think. It will warm up a lot faster than what you think. All it takes is really 2 or 3 or 4 really warm days to make a huge difference in water temps. Huge difference. I need to do a little bit better job of letting my bait not make quite as big a splash as I am. I don't have this on my flipping setup, so I'm casting it and kind of letting it crash down, but I mean every cast is getting this grassy stuff on it. We're working our way back up to this point right here on the left, and hopefully we catch one off this point. If we don't, we're going to jump back over to right where we started. We're going to fish that little portion because I did get a couple more bites other than that one that I caught. And then we're going to fire up and run down the river and see if we can find some more active fish. I believe we can. I definitely believe we can. Especially with the way kind of they were biting right off the bat right here. I think we can run down and hit some spots as we go. Hopefully have a little fun and maybe get into a big one, maybe. But then I'm gonna work down to our cove.
Okay.
So, yep. But sounds good. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a big one. Come here. Oh yeah, that's a 4-pounder. Come here. Ooh. There's a pretty one right there. Come here. He might be 3.5. He ain't quite. He's pretty nice. See if we can swing him. Get in there. Oh yeah, that's a doggone chunk right there. That is a pretty one. I mean, on the jig. He is so white. Oh, he's got a. Y'all check out that black on the tip of his nose, like in his lip. That is really cool. I've never seen one of them here before. He's a little skinny, so he's probably actually he's got the head of like a 4-pounder, but he's really only like a maybe a 3 1/4 because he's so skinny. But that is a really, really cool marking on the tip of his lip. Like I would definitely, if I caught him again, I would definitely know what fish that was. He smoked the jig too. Man, what a pretty one. All right, we're gonna let him go. There he goes, there he goes. All right, so that was a darn nice one. That was a nice fish. I was on the phone with my wife, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if y'all are like this, but when you're on the phone with your wife or girlfriend, do y'all always get bit and catch a fish? Because literally, I almost always, there's another one. There's another one. That's another good one. That's another good one. Oh yeah, that's another good one. But I literally almost always catch one. Get in here. Oh, doggone, that's a chunk. That is a chunk right there. They're right here on this drop off. I mean, pegging them on that little bitsy flip jig, black and blue. There's another one right there. Beautiful fish. They're so like golden looking. It is wild. This watercolor has them just a really, really unique color. Thank you, bud. Man. Well, I had this inclination earlier when I was fishing for gar, and I was like, I just really think with the conditions the way they are, that the bass are going to be biting. And I think I was definitely right. So let's get back down there. Let's catch another one. Soon we set the hook, it's going to be a monster. I've done drifted a little bit further up over this than I want to. These fish are like in 7 foot, 6 to 7 foot of water is like what they're in. Right where they're at, there's really nothing there. It's just kind of like it's just a drop off is really just what it is. It's just a drop off. Man, solid fish. They're smoking that little teeny jig. I did say that I was going to bring my rain suit, and I did not. It's starting to drizzle just a little bit. Not bad. Not bad. If it stays like this, we're fine. If it starts to pour down, Probably not going to be fine. Probably going to be wet. All right, so right here is actually where we caught our first fish. Let's turn that up a little bit more there. Where we caught our first fish, and there is another thump, and he is on it. Oh, we missed him. We missed him. He was set up right there. Again, pulled our pants down. He might bite it again. Might. They're cranking this jig. I mean, absolutely smoking it. Man. I think the fish are just biting today. That is a fish. Oh my goodness. We are missing too many. Ow, God, just put my knee down on a bolt. That thing hurt. Whew. We are missing too many fish. Come on, baby. Let's get them. There's a stack of them right there. That last fish was a nice one too. It wasn't a very small fish at all. He bit it and was swimming out with it. There he is again. Oh, we just missed him again. Like, how many is down there? I'm setting the hook and I'm spinning my chesty like completely around. The current is trying to drift me right into that spot, and I'm definitely trying not to go up in there. He probably ain't gonna bite again. Dang it. We should definitely be able to pick up another one right here. I've done screwed up on several bites, but there's definitely a pretty decent amount of fish right here in this area. So we get another bite. Hopefully we can put them in the boat. They're biting it kind of funny now, like they're picking it up and it's like dead weight, and it almost feels like a leaf or something on it, so you're not 100% sure if it's a fish or not. And then right at the end, you'll feel them pop up and, you know, they're spitting it out. And then of course, once you're swinging, you're too doggone late. But that's just how they're biting it right this second. I don't know. Ooh, it's starting to ease up just a little bit. Please, please, please ease up. Get that hood off, because man, it is too hot for all that. Whew. There's one. Got that one. Oh, okay, we got him. Okay. He had pulled me down in a tree. Oh, he's a nice one. He had pulled me down in a tree, and I was like, oh no, I'm hung. Get up in here. Yes. Another doggone nice one up there on that current break. Here we go. On that jig. Got us another one. Man, this is doggone fun right here. So fun. Man, all right. They're just sitting up there on that seam, that current seam. And I mean, it is a very typical spot for river bass to be, especially, you know, in cold water. They love to set up on them current seams out of the current. So they're right there where the current and the slack water meets. Perfect spot. There's one. Got that one. That's a little guy. That's a little guy. That might be why I'm missing so many, because I'm getting bites from some fish right here in this location, and I'm missing several. So I didn't know if it was smaller fish or if it was me and I just was setting the hook. But I think I see now that we're definitely dealing with possibly some smaller fish, even though some have felt not so small. But I'm not sure if we're going to work back into this pocket anymore or not. I feel like I need to, but I don't know. Trying to decide if I want to go ahead and make my way down river and try to make it happen down there, or keep throwing around up here and trying to just catch as many here as I possibly can. We're going to pick up that crankbait. We're going to throw the crankbait down, see if we can get one to bite that. And if not, then we're going to make our way out of here. Yep. Figured I would throw it a couple times and just see if they wanted to bite a crankbait, but definitely don't think that's the deal. Don't think that's the deal. All right, last cast here. Oh God, one just smoked it when I was reeling it in. Literally something smoked it when I was reeling it in. But we got to make this last cast here because we got to get down the river if I want to hit any more spots. I think there's definitely potential if I stayed here to be able to crack a good one, but there's several more places where I think definitely holds that potential as well. So we're gonna go ahead and jump ship and go to another spot, because it's starting to get a little bit heavier and my legs are already wet and my butt's about to get real wet sitting down. So all right, let's roll. Challenging because it is so much stuff on top of the water and under the water, so it's going to be a challenge to get it through clean, but I feel like if we can, I feel like we can get bit. So we're going to jump up to the front and we're going to see what we can catch. All right, the rain did slack off just a little bit. Maybe it'll stay that way. Whew. About to throw my rod out the water. I'm about to go up in the woods. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we didn't get bit right here where I just casted, but it's so much stuff floating down. The only thing is, like I said, is my bait clean? You know, doesn't feel like anything's on it right now, but definitely hard to say. Looks like. Oof. Right. There's one. Oh no. Dadgummit. That was completely my fault. That was a good bite. I came up and I was like, I thought something was maybe on it, you know, some trash or something. But it was a daggone fish. It was a good bite too. There he is. Got that one. Not a big one. Not a big one, but it's a bass. Up there where he's supposed to be. Chill out, buddy. There we go. There's a little guy. I'll take him. Right up there in that current break. I don't know if that's the same one that bit it before or not. But it was a good bite. Man, there's so much trash here I'm competing with. I knew it was going to be like this here when I came by it. I knew it was going to be screwed up when I was up here golf fishing. It was really tough. We're going to throw a couple more and drag it off of here, and all up in the cove is just covered in sticks and debris and all kinds of stuff. So probably not going to go in there either. I was hoping to get bit pretty dang quick, and I did up there on that current scene. But not getting bit really quick right here. So tell you what, I got a couple more spots I want to hit, so I'm not going to waste a ton of time here. We're going to go ahead and work our way down. And we did, you know, we caught one, but there's definitely some fish up under the back of the boat right there. And I might could go up in the cove probably and catch some fish, probably, but I don't know. I got a couple more places I want to try. All right, y'all, well, we are back here at the ramp. As you can see, it is raining. I'm pretty wet. It started raining pretty doggone good when we left that last spot, and I'm a little bit soaked. So I had to call it, came back, got to get the boat on the trailer, get back home. I'm ready to get home and get a hot shower, I'm not gonna lie. But let me tell y'all what an awesome day. Caught those fish on that tiny black and blue bitsy flip jig. They were absolutely smoking it. Up at that first pocket where we started, caught one on the very first cast. I mean, just a great day. I had a ton of fun. I think once I left there and came back down river, I feel like the fish kind of shut off a little bit as this weather was pushing in. I think I was here at the perfect time to catch them when they were absolutely feeding. So go pick you up one of those bitsy flip jigs. They're absolutely incredible, and they're only like $1.50. They absolutely smash them. But anyway, I got to get this boat on the trailer. I really appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about my videos. Let's hit 20K this year, and I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.